if I'm so delusional, why are you listening, number one? And number two, why are you calling? I'm a nobody. Why are you listening and calling to this show? And you know, that's great. We'll see who's delusional. We'll see who's delusional. And how many times, Paul, let's talk about that. How many times just in my life have people written my obituary and told me that I was delusional?
Look, we've heard this, I don't know how many times. I mean, I've lost count. But again, let me just get back to one thing here. This is important because a lot of this is inside baseball. But what's really important for the listeners to understand is we're doing this, as John said earlier, we're doing this because you, the listeners, and the voters deserve to know all the information. And right now, you're not getting it.
And you deserve better. We deserve to win in California. We deserve candidates that we can be excited and proud of.
Let me say one other thing. Right now, there appears to be, and again, this is in my personal opinion, there appears to be kind of like a secret society, so to speak, that is trying to control what you can and cannot choose, who you will and will not be able to support, and that's wrong, and that's why CNM is doing what we're doing.
And if you don't believe me, oh, John, come on, that's conspiracy talk. No, it isn't. Look what's happening with Sarah Palin. Look at all these news reports of all the Republican insiders trying to rally around and sink Sarah Palin. They are so freaked out about her, and they're trying to stop it right now. If Sarah Palin's so bad, let her run. Let her run.
Can I say one more thing? For anybody calling up and wanting to insinuate that we're delusional, I have two words for you: David Harmer. Because that guy, if the people, the powers that be, would have done what they should have done and reached out, not just to us, but to a lot of other people, guess what? You probably could have found 2,000 more votes, and you would have won.
And let me ask Dave real quick. I don't want to put him on the spot, but Dave, let's just be straight about that. David Harmer did not, with you not being for him, and conservative media and what we did and not being for him, and plus what happened in the primary, did we not cost him that election?
Well, I've already gotten the emails telling me it was my fault.
Yeah, but I'm delusional. They haven't said you're delusional yet, but I'm delusional. But it's your fault. You see? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's everybody's fault but theirs, of course. You know, they didn't lose that race. Go ahead, Paul.
Let me make another point about the whole thing and delusion, all this. You know, the left constantly attacks Sarah Palin. And if you ever listen to Rush talking about that, Rush will say, they will tell us who they're afraid of. Well, as John just mentioned, if the insiders or the would-be power brokers, if they really thought that we were delusional, they wouldn't be calling. In other words, they're concerned.
Bingo.
The same way that the left is concerned about Palin, that's why they always...
Well, and I've gotten calls, and I can't say from who, but let's say power people on the Republican side in the CRP. I've gotten calls who basically said, John, we love what you're doing. We love your stuff. It's getting out there. The information is fantastic. Nobody can refute it. We've heard them. You know, it's not. Nobody's going on and refuting any of your points. They're trying to. When I say something, they try to pick it up. Now all of a sudden, Tom Del Beccaro goes on Sussman's show and says, "Oh, we need to reach out to the Latino voters. We need to do more with the internet and videos. We need to, do more outreach to other groups and enfranchise people. Whew, more with Central Valley. Whew, gosh, who said that? I wonder who's been saying that." You know who's delusional? You clowns are delusional. That's who's delusional, because you all thought you were up by 6 points and you had all this money and David Harmer was the second coming and you got punked. I mean, that's the thing. You can, insanity, definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You put your candidates out there and you freaking lost. Okay, you did everything. You had the biggest wave, the biggest tsunami. You had all your little this and that, whatever, and you simply lost. Period. End of story. And I will submit to you very quickly this, and Paul, I'll get you right back in here, and then we'll close with some sports.
Yep.
Look, you've tried to underestimate me before. Right now, I'm on the radio, and you're listening to me. You're watching my videos. You've seen the impact that we've had. Period. When I'm against somebody or don't like them, you've seen that they've lost. Do you understand me? Do you understand how that works now? Because the candidates understand how that works. I I guarantee you, David Harmer now understands how that works. I guarantee you that some of that Chuck DeVore and some of his people, when they went off the reservation, understand how that works. Carly Fiorina, well, how we helped her and her crew understands how that works. I can go on down the list, baby. I can go on down the list, and I'll put my wins and loss against anybody else's. Okay, particularly people in the leadership. And you know what? I want you to keep underestimating me. Keep thinking I'm the clown that takes my shirt off and talks too loud and too fast. Please keep thinking that. Please, please, please keep thinking that. Because while you're doing stuff that makes no difference and is going the road to nowhere, we are busy building power and building clout. Pretty soon, I'm going to call it right now. I mean, Paul doesn't like me saying this, but I'll call it right now. Within 6 months, barring something insane happening or enormous amounts of money being spent to try to stop this from happening, we will be the #1 most viewed mainstream conservative channel on YouTube in the world. And we'll have done it faster than anybody. And there's almost nothing anybody can do to stop us. And it's been done on all my talent and Paul's and my own money. We haven't been on Fox News. We don't have this whole circle of blogs, this little ass grab society, all helping each other out, to try to get this and that, whatever. It's all been legit, and it's because we're good. And let's think about that for a second. Other people have tried to steal our techniques. I've tried to help other people, this and that, whatever, and they can't compete with us. How come the Republican Party, California Republican Party, with all their money and your great candidates, why can't they compete? See, there's a metric there. And what that says is there's more people that like what we're doing than what you're doing. That the Americans and the international audience likes better what we're doing than what you're doing. We are more popular than you. Okay? I'm a full YouTube business partner because YouTube and Google likes what we are doing. Okay? So that's the bottom line. That's where the rubber hits the road. I'm known internationally. You're not. Google my name and Google your name. So shut the act up. Okay? And again, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to like it. You're mad. Be mad. You go meet with the California GOP Assembly. Go have this 20 Tea Parties. Go meet with 50 Republican Women's Federated. None of it's going to matter because guess what? Whoever you pick, we're going to pick who we want to pick. And whoever you pick, we're going to figure out if we like them or not. And we're going to figure out what's going on. And it doesn't matter if they win the primary. It doesn't matter if any of that type of stuff. It doesn't matter how much money they want to raise. If we don't like it, if we don't like them, if we don't like the process, they will be ruined. And they will not win. And we'll cut off your donors and we'll cut off your supply lines. You think I'm kidding? You're wrong. I'm a super genius. I'm smarter than you. I have better tactics and strategy than you. I've proven that. You've proven to be failures. And we're doing this to bring power back to the people. See, unlike some of these Tea Parties that just want to make money or be famous or I want to make $1 million off this movement or quote unquote or all this, we want to do this for the people. I've been in the game longer than almost anybody else that you know, and what we've proven this whole time is that we are real and we're legit and we'll put it on the line. So get in the ring with me, you Van Pelts. Get in the ring, you rhinos. Go ahead, Paul.
Look, the bottom line is that what you were just bringing up, and we won't name names, but there are people who are willingly being co-opted. And the difference between us is that we won't be co-opted. If something needs to get said, if a point needs to get out to the people, to the voters in California and beyond that deserve that information, we're going to say it.
Right.
But the listening audience needs to, there's a decision to be made for them, which is, are you going to support the people? Are you going to support the people that will tell you the truth? Are you going to support the California version of Mike Castle and all that went against Christine O'Donnell and tried to trash her? That's the choice that we present here.
Right, and that's exactly it. And the thing is, it's like, I'm Republican I'm more Republican than anybody. I've been a lifelong Republican card-carrying member. I went to the National Convention in 1988. I'm all for this. It has to be real. We just want to win. And we want candidates that represent the people. And we want to have an open and clean process. And we want everybody to participate. And everybody be on the same team. I don't care whose friends you are. And I mean, we're sick of the same people running the same campaigns and shutting out everybody else. It seems like, in our personal opinion, it's not going to happen. So you can laugh all you want and say I'm delusional. You wait and see. It's on now. It's freaking on. Okay, so I'm gonna laugh at you. You know what I mean?
I don't think David Harmer's laughing.
Yeah, exactly. David and Elaine Harmer aren't laughing. You know, I can guarantee you, when in my personal opinion, I bet that guy wishes that he sat down with me, cut a check for 10 grand, 20 grand, whatever it took to hire conservative new media, and got us on his side. Came in here, got Dave Diamond on his side by doing an interview and say, hey, I maybe messed up here and this and that, whatever, but I'm going to do it right by now, and whatever. And he could have been a congressman. He could have been a sitting congressman right now. You guys did everything you could to get him elected, and it didn't work. You're failures. Okay? And that's the bottom line. And at the end of the day, whether it's this cycle, the next cycle, whatever, I'm not going anywhere. Dave's not going anywhere. Rusty Humphrey's not going anywhere. But straight up, brother. And we got a much bigger and broader coalition than that. And if you keep losing, people are going to say no. Just like the donors are saying no because the fundraising is down. So good luck with it. Good luck with it.